Hello, I am Professor Laponsky. Today, I'll teach you about the principle of uniformity. Charles Lyell, a geologist, said, "The present is the key to the past." This statement is one part of the principle of uniformity, which is one of the most important principles for all of modern science. According to the principle of uniformity, the main forces and scientific constants are the same throughout time and space. This principle has had far-reaching consequences in every field of science, including physics. For example, it is necessary for radiometric dating, which has been used to determine the ages of things from historical artifacts to the ages of the Earth and Moon. In addition, it is necessary to find the age of the universe, the distance of stars, or the distance of other astronomical phenomena, like nebulae and galaxies. Now, let us consider some of the consequences of this principle. Without it, any data collected would not be useful outside the time it was taken, and/or outside the space it was taken. But with it, we are able to create hypotheses, theories, laws, and discover facts. Also, we are able to make predictions about what happened in the past and what will happen in the future. However, it is scientifically untestable. Let us think about why it is untestable. First, we cannot measure the constants and forces everywhere in space at the same moment. For example, how do we know the constants and forces here are the same as those way out here? Second, we cannot measure the constants and forces at every point of time. So how do we know the constants and forces are the same here in the present as those in the past and those in the future? So the principle of uniformity is now a scientifically verifiable assertion. This does not mean that a scientist should not use the principle of uniformity, but it does mean that a scientist should understand that it is an assumption and not a verified fact or a verified principle. It is a very useful tool, since much of science would be unable to operate without the principle, and it has allowed us as the human race to greatly increase our knowledge of the universe. I hope you have learned something new and hopefully useful about the principle of uniformity. Goodbye.